Om Shri Ganeshaya Namo Namah. Greetings to everyone world over, all our brothers and sisters across the globe. Green morning, green afternoon, green evening, wherever you are world over in the different parts of the countries, different continents, different time zones, different health condition, different wellness condition, different mental stage. But at the same time, we all got to understand, we got to pick up some skills. Life got to be a lifelong learning because things are changing so fast. Technology is bringing so much of change and so much of revolution. If we do not keep pace with the time, time is going to leave us behind. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's move together. Let's move ahead. This evening, we share with you something very inspirational from the Chamber ICSI, International Chamber for Service Industry. We developed initially the finishing school for service industry, and now we have got digital inspirational lab post-pandemic period. What are the vocational skills? Why capacity building of teachers is necessary for personal and professional growth? How the artificial intelligence is coming in such a big way in education, and how tourism is growing world over, whether domestic tourism or international tourism or inbound tourism or outbound tourism, excursion tourism, short, long hauls, whatsoever is there. Digital Inspirational Lab is going to give you lots of inspiration where we all will share a lot with all of you. Today, on 5th of July, Arunachal Pradesh, when you talk about, there's a tree festival of Arunachal Pradesh. Now, this festival is being observed or celebrated by Apatanis. Apatani tribe is the one which observes Donipolo's sun and moon. They worship, they save trees. They are very, very careful. No tree to be cut. There got to be a proper forestation. We got to, if they cut one tree, because somewhere if it is needed, they will plant 10 more trees just to compensate, because that's the way they think about it. They take a lot of interest in education. And as far as today, 5th of July is concerned, now particularly the place called Zero, and they worship agriculture, which is their primary occupation. So greetings to everybody in Apatani tribe in Arunachal Pradesh for the Dree festival. Ladies and gentlemen, ICSI is a link between India and our entire fraternity abroad, that is Indian diaspora, brothers and sisters, Pravasis, those have gone abroad, and those are contributing so much to India in one or the other form, whether it's a technology or a collaboration or innovation or skills or competencies or education or tourism, or for that matter, even FDI, foreign direct investments. So let's move together, empowering through technology. Welcome to the Digital Inspirational Lab, an innovative community promoting the technology-driven learning. This particular program this evening, this Zoom session, this presentation, it explores the impact of the vocational skills, teachers training, artificial intelligence in education, as well as the tourism. They play a very important role. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what could be the vocational skill for future-ready careers? Resilience, curiosity, adaptability, insight, empathy, emotional sensing, entrepreneurial thinking, pursuing conviction, vision, all that when we take into consideration, they take us to revolutionizing the whole education ecosystem. And teachers training, capacity building is the utmost importance. That's why in the new education policy 2020, there's a special clause that all teachers to undergo 50 hours program, including administrators, principals, vice principal, headmasters, everybody has to undergo a training program. That's basically to upskill them, to give them the new dimension of the education. Now, what could be the online certification, online learning, online completing various courses, training programs, training workshops? What is virtual collaboration? Now, how there could be a joint virtual communities to share the resources, learn from peers, and refine pedagogical techniques. And at the same time, through technology, through artificial intelligence, all that what we are empowering the humanity. Could there be a personalized learning? Yes. Get tailored professional development plans and coaching to meet the unique teaching needs. Integrating artificial intelligence in education, custom learning paths, advanced analytics, interactive lessons. At the same time, innovative tourism, hospitality, and aviation. There's a total change in the services sector and tourism, travel and tourism. When you talk about travel, means you travel from place A to place B. You may travel by road, you travel by rail, you travel by air, you travel by sea, whatsoever means you travel by. Thereafter, you go and set up yourself either in a hotel or motel or resort or tented accommodation, adventure accommodation. And thereafter, you start traveling to different places because you want to enjoy tourism. And there you need guiding services. That's once again, we consider, all of us, the guides are very important as far as satisfying the visiting tourist and the repeat tourism for any country is concerned. Now, what could be the digital inspirational lab? How do you make a difference? How do you get the real results? How do you inspire the innovation? Our दिल दिल से दिल को मिलाइए digital inspirational lab में आइए making education and skills relevant. How it's going to be something very interesting. The future of the digital inspirational lab, because globally it is acceptable that the skills are more important now, and you got to make the learning joyful. You got to make children happy, because ultimately whatsoever you're doing, you got to understand what does youth want. Building on success, the digital inspirational lab will leverage its success stories and measurable impact to continue driving innovation, engagement, outcomes in learning, and of course the professional development. Our chamber has developed a very special program for travel and tourism, hospitality, and aviation. It's a day packed program. It's so intensive, it's so creative, and it's so innovative that we have gone into the depth and we utilize artificial intelligence so much in depth. And I still wish to recall the days before pandemic. Since 1994 till 2020 March, ICSI had its first finishing school for the service industry on ground, where basically your inspirational skills, innovative storytelling arts, talent lab, soft lab, and life skills, technical skills, and of course the global skills. Your personality got to be enhanced, your communication to be connecting, collaborative, creative, innovative, and how to increase your curiosity, critical thinking, design thinking, continuous and lifelong learning. And we are very proud, we are very happy in a very humble way for the national integration, north, south, east, west, wherever you talk about. We brought more than 52,000 youth and 35,000 teachers for the service industry, and that is in the finishing school, and that's from the global family. And these children, having got their skills and competencies and their talent display, they have moved world over in different countries. So before pandemic, brick and mortars finishing school of ICSI. Post pandemic, digital inspirational lab. Your curiosity, creativity, imagination, innovation, design thinking, critical thinking, adaptive learning, immersive learning, project-based learning, technology adoption, Internet of Things, exploring and experimenting, joyful learning, empathy in education, power of thought, and mind diets. Couple of things which we are taking into consideration: your mental wellness, your professional wellness, your personal wellness, and of course your social wellness. Here is the digital inspirational lab for you, ladies and gentlemen. Look at it, so colorful, so inviting, is so captivating, because we are taking care of all the 17 sustainable development goals of the United Nations. Life skills, when you talk about the education framework, first of all, there should be a self-awareness. There should be a self-efficacy. There should be a social awareness. You got to adapt to all situations. And over here, we talk about soft skills, digital skills, life skills, and of course, your global skills we take into consideration. Sir Ken Robinson, we can never ever forget, although we lost him. but he will always remain in our hearts, our mind, our soul, our spirit. What a gem of a person who brought so much in the education, and he added so much to the humanity. And he says, every child will have some outcome of the education. Why do we study? Why do we acquire a skill? Why do we go to school? Why do we meet our friends? What do we want to build up? Now, there could be when you talk about, there could be an economic outcome, there could be a social outcome, there could be a cultural outcome, or there could be a personal outcome, depending on our skills, competencies, capabilities, hobbies, passion, interest, our family culture, and of course, the career path, what we are thinking about ourselves. How do we want to grow? We want to use innovative techniques to inspire every youth and teacher through the digital inspirational lab, music, dance, gamification. The games play very important roles. Children want to play games, happiness, humor, fun, creativity, curiosity, storytelling, stimulation, passion, and with that, talent display, stress free education, technology based education, vocational and competency based education, outdoor nature based education. All that, when we take into consideration, ladies and gentlemen, education should be relevant to our day to day life. सुबह उठने से रात के सोने तक जो कुछ भी हमारे जीवन में होता है, that should be the part of our education. It's very important, which we all have to learn and we all have to pick up. So, capacity building of educators and youth through the Digital Inspirational Lab is the vision and the dream project of ICSI, and making education and skills relevant for everybody while thinking about the global wellness, sustainability, and happy living for everybody. Over here, short, crisp, so that you understand and grasp the whole digital.
Welcome to the Inspirational Lab of ICSI Finishing School for Service Industry. The International Chamber for Service Industry, or ICSI, brought on ground India's first finishing school for the service industry in 1994. However, it has become an inspirational lab and turned completely digital post-pandemic. Here, the students link academics beyond syllabi. They journey from effective communication to connecting skills, curiosity to creativity, along with soft skills, life skills and technical skills. Health and wellness is another important component of the Inspirational Lab at ICSI. Inspirational Lab is an initiative of ICSI to develop a holistic approach in education transformation. Visit icsiindia.in.
Enjoy yourself, ladies and gentlemen. And we also wish to share with all of you that like you have got Travel Agents Forum, you've got Tour Operators Association, you've got Adventure Tour Operators Association, you've got Outbound Tour Operators Association, Inbound Tour Operators Association, you've got all of them. Similar way, you've got the Hotels Association, Airlines Association. Now all the universities, college and institutions together on a common platform, we have got a forum of educators and skill providers for tourism. Whatever is needed in the education ecosystem, all the research scholars, skill providers, skill developers, at the same time, academicians, professors, and their other related, the setups where the counselors, the coach, the mentors, and everybody whosoever is, whether in a school education or higher education or technical education or vocational education, there's going to be a big event happening. That is going to be the 22nd International Convention of FEAST. FEAST stands for Forum of Educators and Skill Providers of Tourism. And that's going to take place at the Hotel Sandys Tower, Bhubaneswar, in Odisha on 5th and 6th October. Now, it is coinciding with the World Teachers' Day of the United Nations. In India, you have got 5th of September, that's India's Teachers' Day, and United Nations has got a World Teachers' Day, that's on 5th of October. So we are coinciding with that, and this program will be at the Hotel Sandys Towers. That's going to take place in Odisha. We extend a very warm welcome to all of you. This is the opening page of the ICSI website. If you come over here, you can see it for yourself. And there is a QR code also. You can log in over there. You can register yourself for the convention. At the same time, send it over. The website also we have given over here. You click and get the whole facilities. Now, this is a flyer. We just want to give you the brief. Artificial intelligence in tourism and hospitality technology. This international annual convention of the feast, when it takes place, at the same time, you're going to have business to business, B2B meetings of the travel trade, where one-to-one, the travel agents, the tour operator, tourist transporter, everybody, they discuss with each other. And we are going to have lots of panel discussions, paper presentations, case study discussion. People, those are interested to go for the city tour, or those are going to go for the excursion. You can go to Puri, you can go to Konark, you've got Jagannath Temple, you've got Puri Beach. At the same time, at the Konark, when you go and see what a history has created, how rich the cultural heritage of India is, at the same time, there's a Sonnet Lemure, that's a sound and light show as well at Konark Festival. Now, during this particular convention, international convention, you will have panel discussion, paper presentation, case study discussion, opportunities to interact with the experts from the corporate sector. There's a lot of networking which is going to take place. There's going to be a B2B meeting with the travel trade. And of course, you can display your product and services as well when you come and you join over there. Welcome to Hotel Sandys Tower, so that you enjoy the every clip of it. So we extend you a very warm welcome, and let's meet my mentor. When I'm talking about digital inspirational lab, I'm talking about skills. I'm talking about your communication skills. I'm talking about your personality. All that when I'm taking into consideration, ladies and gentlemen, here is one of my very, very pretty, I would call, I'm going to say deep down in my heart and soul and spirit, I respect him a lot. It's a motivational speaker, inspirational speaker, Mr. Les Brown. And one of his important speech where he says, let me just go over with him. If you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it, if all that you dream and scheme is about it and life seems useless and worthless without it, if you gladly sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it and lose all your terror of the opposition for it, if you simply go after that thing you want with all your capacity, strength and sagacity, faith, hope, and confidence and stern pertinacity, if neither cold poverty, famine, nor gout, sickness, nor pain, or body and brain can keep you away from the thing that you want, if tossed and grim you beseech and beset, with the help of God, you will get it. That's my Les Brown, my motivational speaker. I wish to tell each one of you, मैं गवर्नमेंट स्कूल से पढ़ा, लेकिन अंदर एक बर्निंग फायर, आप में से कोई भी बच्चा मोटिवेशनल स्पीकर बन सकता है, इंस्पिरेशनल स्पीकर बन सकता है. This can become your bread earning and a bread and butter, which you can earn if you can communicate very well. And when you talk about communication, it is not communication alone, it's communication to connecting. Another gentleman I'll share with you sometime, and that is Nido Cuban. Nido Cuban is another speaker I respect a lot. We'll talk about him sometime. So, most important thing is आपका दिमाग, आपका मस्तिष्क, आपकी सोच पॉजिटिव रहनी चाहिए. जैसा आप सोचते हैं ये दुनिया आपको वैसी ही नजर आती है. Whatever your mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Let's come together for our youth, our teachers. Let's make our education and skill relevant through digital inspirational lab. This program goes live at 8 p.m. every day, and Sunday we have got 3 programs for you. I'll discuss tomorrow evening with you. So this particular program comes to you at 8 p.m. Why don't you subscribe the YouTube channel, like it, share it, comment it, share it with your friends, and just press the bell icon so that you get to know whenever I am live Whenever I come for the program, we all can join. Tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, is a very, very important program. And I would request each one of you, if you respect humanity, if you love humanity, if you want that whole world should be peaceful, if you want everybody should have equality and equity, tomorrow is a very important program at 8 p.m. Inclusive education, need of the hour. And there'll be a madam, Puramjit Kaur. She is the principal, Smart Wonder School, Mohali in Punjab. She's going to be with us tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. Listen to her, travel with her, and get the feel what she wants to give to all of us, that all children are alike. We got to be taking care of everybody, no discrimination, because everybody is the messenger of the God and they all deserve equal treatment. Those of us, those are looking forward to long-term pasture, those are interested to go abroad without paying any money to any travel agent, any tour operator, any immigration company or anybody, we invite you to be the part of the ICSI. We are going to have our annual convention, which is coming through on 13th and 14th of January 2024 at Chandigarh, where the non-resident Indian and the leading corporate will be together on a common platform. North India Pravasi Divas, 30th annual convention, investment opportunities in the service industry, destination India. And our focus is going to be tourism, education, skills, finance, and entertainment sector. All of us, we are going to be together. We will work out the strategy. We will plan what all has to be done over there, and we will take the journey onward from there. With these words, ladies and gentlemen, look forward to meeting you tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. for yet another powerful program with the principal of Smart Wonders School. आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, शुक्रिया. Thank you very much for joining us today.